Star Trek 1966, created by Gene Roddenberry, isn't just a sci-fi series. It's a cultural phenomenon that shaped generations of fans. But behind the intergalactic voyages and futuristic technology, there are countless hidden details that most viewers never noticed. From secret nods to real-world issues, to behind-the-scenes struggles, these small, often overlooked details offer a glimpse into the true magic of Star Trek. Let's delve deep into the lesser-known S that make this show even more iconic than you ever imagined. 1. The original Captain Kirk's shirt rip. One of the most iconic images from Star Trek is Captain Kirk's shirt being ripped during a fight. But what most fans don't know is that this wasn't always planned. The crew didn't have enough budget to keep the wardrobe intact, so they intentionally designed shirts that would tear easily during fight scenes. The ripped shirt became such a signature moment that it was woven into Kirk's character, representing his bravery and ruggedness in the face of danger. 2. Spock's Vulcan salute inspiration. Spock's famous Vulcan salute, which has since become a global symbol, was inspired by a Jewish gesture. Leonard Nimoy, who portrayed Spock, drew inspiration from the priestly blessing he had witnessed as a child in synagogue. This sacred gesture, used during blessings, became the basis for Spock's unique hand gesture, adding a personal and meaningful touch to the character's development. 3. The shaky Enterprise set. If you've ever watched the Enterprise shaking during a battle scene, you're not alone in thinking it was some kind of special effects marvel. In reality, the ship's set was just a bit shaky due to the budget constraints of the 1960s. To create the illusion of the ship being rocked during space combat, the entire bridge set was manually shaken by crew members off-camera. The simplicity behind the effect didn't make it any less thrilling for viewers. 4. The unseen female characters. In the early seasons of Star Trek, the presence of women in prominent roles was limited. However, there were several episodes where female characters were either removed or their parts downplayed due to societal pressures. For example, in some instances, female characters were meant to be more prominent, but network executives insisted on reducing their roles to maintain the traditional gender dynamics. These behind-the-scenes decisions reflect the struggles women faced in the entertainment industry during that time. 5. The early space racism theme. While Star Trek is widely lauded for its progressive stance on social issues, the early seasons faced difficulties in presenting themes of racial equality. One of the most famous episodes dealing with race,
His grievances. Hear him. Listen to him.
was initially controversial for its direct commentary on racism. The characters' black and white faces served as a metaphor for racism, making it a bold, though difficult, commentary on the state of society at the time. 6. Gene Roddenberry's secret agenda. Gene Roddenberry, the creator of Star Trek, had a personal agenda for the show beyond entertainment. He wanted to depict a vision of the future where humanity had overcome its divisions, particularly racial and social issues. The diverse crew, including African-American Lieutenant Uhura and Asian helmsman Sulu, was groundbreaking for the time, promoting a message of unity and cooperation. Roddenberry's vision was far ahead of its time, making Star Trek a progressive, almost revolutionary series for the 1960s. 7. Kirk's relationship with women. Captain Kirk's many romantic entanglements throughout the series became one of the show's defining elements. However, many of these relationships were a direct reflection of the 1960s changing views on sexuality. Kirk was portrayed as a bold, charismatic leader who fearlessly pursued love in all forms. The portrayals, while often cheesy by today's standards, mirrored the time's shifting attitudes about relationships and individual freedom. 8. The hidden budget constraints. Star Trek's groundbreaking special effects were impressive for their time, but the series faced significant budget constraints. To make the most of their limited resources, the production team used creative tricks like reusing sets and props across multiple episodes. For example, many of the alien planets shown in the series were created using the same landscapes and miniature models, creatively reimagined for different environments. This frugality became an endearing part of Star Trek's charm. 9. Leonard Nimoy's struggles with Spock. Leonard Nimoy, who played the iconic Spock, often struggled with his character's Vulcan persona. In early seasons, Nimoy wasn't fully comfortable with the rigid, emotionless portrayal, and there were several instances where he almost left the show. However, over time, Nimoy embraced Spock's complex identity, understanding the character's internal struggle between his Vulcan logic and human emotions. This personal journey mirrored Spock's growth, and Nimoy's deep connection to the role became a key part of the show's success. 10. The unseen future of Star Trek. While Star Trek's original series only lasted 3 seasons, its impact was far-reaching. Behind the scenes, Roddenberry and the creative team had already begun to plan future storylines, many of which would never see the light of day. From additional characters and expanded plot arcs to a fully fleshed-out Starfleet hierarchy, the original series had a vision of the future that extended far beyond the few episodes that aired. Fans can only imagine what the series might have become if it had been given more time to develop. Star Trek 1966 is more than just a TV series. It's a cultural revolution that changed the way we view space, humanity, and society. Behind its iconic scenes, groundbreaking characters, and futuristic technology, there lies a treasure trove of hidden details that you might have missed. From budget constraints to groundbreaking representations of race and gender, these behind-the-scenes moments showcase the true legacy of Star Trek. Who knows what other secrets the franchise still holds?